Okay, so it is time. Let's go. We're gonna do the Shogun story quest. We have to visit Inazuma for that though. So it'll be something like this, please. Thank you. Okay, let's go. My game. Oh man. I was like, what the hell just happened? It froze for a bit, but it's fine. We're fine. We're fine.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Are you mocking me? No. What a coincidence. I know that we did a great job.
Greetings.
A hell of a job,
Thank you both
actually.
again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Sounds like you're having some trouble. Yeah,
Well,
what's happening?
The Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection.
Again!
Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
But wasn't the point of the whole thing with the you know, getting rid of the vision hunt degree was to make her, you know, come out of, like, you know, this self-reflection type status? Like, how can you go back to solitude again? Oh, Shogun doesn't equal A. Okay, okay. You're right. You're right. I heard that storm represents the Shogun's will.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the
Which is
storm has
confusing
never
sometimes,
changed in
but
shape or
yes,
size.
because yeah,
But
A
now, it
and
seems to
Baal
be
and
drawing
Beelzebub,
closer to
yeah.
Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
That would be a little childish.
Oh, yeah,
It's
you're
not.
right.
That's not the
If she really
case.
wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here.
Yeah,
Which would also be pretty scary.
we've been hit by lightning before, by
I
the
don't
way.
think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liu as god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
I don't think that's what's happening, but okay. That seems like a valid concern, I guess, because of what happened with Sean-Li, but Sean-Li is perfectly fine. They just don't know that, but yeah. Okay.
Measures with the Tenryo Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment.
Okay, hold on.
Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Yo, Tahir, thank you so much for your help tonight. I appreciate it tons. I hope that you get some nice sleep soon. Again, a nap in the afternoon hits like the right spot. I hope that the insomnia goes away. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore.
Rightfully
There's
so.
still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now,
My lack of ability.
The music is so fire for what's happening
to
on
uncover
screen,
the
dude.
truth in time.
I think that's so
I
funny.
failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Okay, we can go to
don't
Sarah,
blame yourself, Master.
I'm guessing.
You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
Right.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right?
Mm-hmm.
If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
That seems like an extremely risky solution, but yes, maybe we could invite her out for a while.
You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then?
Sure.
You
Let's
know,
give it a shot.
Everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
I'll try.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way
Sure.
Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's
Miko?
take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Yeah, oh, okay. Alright, perfect. I can never nap, I just wouldn't be able to sleep at night, and I just can't go to sleep in the afternoon in the first place. I usually, like when I was a kid, I hated napping. Like honestly, I thought that it was a waste of time. It sounds weird, but it, you know, it's how it was back then. But then, you know, as you grow older, you kind of like, you know, like sleeping a little bit more, especially if you work and stuff like that. So that's what happened to me. I ended up like napping after lunch. That's just great. But yeah, you know, if it can happen that it depends on the type of sleep that you get, right? Like it can happen that sometimes you're like, you know, you go to sleep during the day and then you cannot go back to sleep in the night, and it sucks. You know, messing up your schedule is awful, like legit awful. Okay, give me a second. I wanna listen to myself just real quick. I know that you guys will tell me, you know, what's happening if something was messed up with the audio, but sometimes it can happen that you guys not catch it, like not catch the little static that may be happening. So I prefer to listen to myself from time to time. Look for Miko. Okay, I found Miko. That's what happened. But yeah, again, I'm hoping to change the microphone soon, so that we don't have to go through this every single stream. Hello, buddy.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
I mean, we're not gonna lie to her, right? You know what? Fuck it.
What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue.
We can give it a shot, right? But yeah,
You
she
came
obviously
because
so
you need
true
my
us.
help, didn't you? Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
So it worked, kinda.
Decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
Yeah, the Tenryo Commission also needs attention. Yeah.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway.
Yeah, let me know.
Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Yeah, what
Her
happened
power
there?
was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolored dango and light novels. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
Okay. She seems very childish though.
Dad would throw a temper tantrum over
It's not, yeah, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. We've seen how childish they can be before. So yeah.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her.
Okay.
I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
All the more reason, yeah, to go ahead and check on
I'm the
her.
only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting.
Why not me,
Now
though?
tell me, why should this concern me?
Oof.
Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Because you like me, maybe? Because I helped you out that one time when we stopped the decree? I don't know, like, you know, do you not care? Like, she's cool as fuck, but she has a point, but at the same time, like, you know, just be like a nice person, dude. Be fantastic. Do it for the people of Inazuma.
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko.
Yeah, maybe she's teasing
My
me,
question
just like
was in
that.
jest.
Ah,
Since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word.
yeah, there you go.
And don't forget to return the pass
Hi,
permit
hello
to me
there.
after you have finished with it.
Right, let's go then. We have the pass permit. We shall now move on. Oh, we have to go where we fought Signora. Let's go.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Boy, do I have news for you, huh?
Pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person, not even esteemed travelers like yourselves. Guji Ai is only authorized
Baiman
to
looks so
pass
pissed
permit
off.
because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
Feel free to check, yeah.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Alright, fine. It seems very bold of us to go ahead and do that. But you know what? I'm down for it. Oh man. She's still intimidating as fuck.
Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
Hello. I do this all the time, by the way. Like, I always walk around my house. Hello.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Is everything okay?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
The puppets really need to rest. Really need rest and relaxation. I mean, we don't know her that well, so I don't know.
Has no need of rest, but I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Ah, okay.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Everyone's worrying and wants to see you. I don't know if this matters. Why not put their minds at rest? I don't know if this is not gonna work, is it?
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden.
Hello, figure. How are you doing?
Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
No, are you sick? Let's not treat her as a puppet.
Oh,
I'm good, I'm
that's you
good. Thank
too.
you, thank you.
It's been a while.
Yo, it's Hey,
The
hello.
Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
She seems fine. I'm glad that you're doing good, by the way. Okay. Yo, we got Hutao. I think you missed that, but yeah. We're a Hutao Haver now. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, eh?
That was terrifying. So hard to give us a
Thank you,
little
thank you. I'm very happy with her so far.
It's not your first time.
We have to
I
keep
don't see
getting her
what there
better,
is to be
but
so
yeah.
alarmed about.
It'll be fun.
So, is the Shogun broken?
Is the Shogun broken?
Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions.
Okay.
Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
That's what she meant by forbidden. Ah.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not
Oh,
created to ever
man.
be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
You can start farming her for her when you reach AR-45. We are close, I believe. Soon AR-42, and from then onwards it's just up, right? I'm hoping that we'll be able to start farming that. But yes, it's great to have her. She's my second 5-star, so that's fantastic.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to
Fantastic time. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's probably gonna suck because we depend on Radar G.
I see.
But I'm just
So the
happy to be
thunderstorm
making
is
progress in
drawing
the game.
closer.
Believe me.
speed. Right?
And having
It's just a
Hutao is just
minor error.
great.
This kind of thing was bound to happen.
But yeah,
A
you're
small
right.
modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Come on, guys. Let's just be happy because we got Hutao. I know that farming sucks. I know it. It's the same like, with the Noctoculus. Jade, I hate it. And then also like the drop rates and the resin and all of that. But come on. I'll be fine. I'm sure. Plus, we can do it in co-op, so it'll be fine. It's worth it for Hutao. See, there you go. It's worth it for, when I'm doing the Lacticulus Jade, I know that I'm doing it for Beidou and for Yanfei, and I do it because, fuck it. We're doing it for her. Or for them, in this case. Seems a little arbitrary, by the way.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
That's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Yeah, any progress on your thoughts about Eternity, by the way?
Not much.
Any idea?
As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Okay, okay. I love this approach that we're taking. And it's funny because I remember that when we started playing, my motto for picking like dialogue choices was always shoot or shoot, right? Let's just go ahead and see what happens if we take a chance, so let's go for a walk.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health,
Oh
then
shit.
all the speculation and rumors out there to rest.
Yeah, but also like let's hang out,
Who
dude.
knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood.
Exactly.
Give you some fresh inspiration.
Makes sense to me.
Leave the plane of Euthymia?
Yes. Actually, let's just
You're
go.
right. After all,
It's been a long
Shogun is
time.
currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while.
Let's go.
Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
Okay, eh?
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave
We're
this
the one
place?
who's suggesting
I
that,
have my ways.
dude.
I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
She'll be
great.
fine.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a
I'm in
tour
love
guide?
being a tour guide.
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go.
Watch Batman fuck it up and then A deciding to destroy Inazuma to start it anew.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet.
Alright, so she's out.
Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
It's weird, we're hanging out with her now.
Loveliest place in town.
However, this type of arc, I don't know, to me, I know it's gonna sound hypocritical. Like, it's fine. But to me, this type of arc makes a lot more sense than Child's. Because at least, you know, A did indeed change her mind, right? Even though she did very awful things before. She's on her way and we can consider her an ally. But like, with Child, it's different. He's still being like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He legit was like insane and wanted power. And then he's still like, yeah, he didn't have an arc at all. He hasn't changed. Like, the only thing that happened with Chao is like, hey, by the way, he loves his family, but that's about it. So that's why I don't vibe with that type of vibe. But with Raiden, with A, I can believe it, right? Exactly, that's the arc. I'm cool as fuck and I have a cool voice actor.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun. What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
It seems like a bit of an overreaction. Yeah. Calm down.
The Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
See, she's right.
Ordinary people that Paimon was worried about.
Ah, come on.
Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yo, we are legit hanging out with her. This is cool.
Just as shiny and just as hypnotic.
People are freaking out though.
Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
No way.
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions.
Dude, every single god is broke.
Wait.
They're just like me.
Either.
Let's go. But why the fuck? Like, I can't believe Shogun.
People seem to be behaving
Hey.
in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly
But she only has no excuse to be
in front
broke.
of the almighty Shogun.
How come Child is rich is way more rich than every single god?
What is this stall selling?
She said that she don't have any
I've never
money
seen
though.
this before.
She has my wallet good. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh man. This is so funny. But yes. It's funny how like legit Child is way more rich than every single god in the game so far.
Shogun,
You have to be kidding me.
excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
When she's not trying to kill me, I think she's pretty as fuck. I gotta be honest.
Takoyaki, dango, and milk and so on.
Milk.
Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
What do you want to give milk to the Shogun, by the way? What are you trying to say?
You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience.
That's weird.
For example, my latest
But it makes sense,
is
but
dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it.
What made you want to do
Why do you
this?
want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
Dude, everybody
I said
fears her.
relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
We don't know with
I
you.
feel like she's different than I expected. Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
Okay.
Chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
Oh god, I will be
Shogun
so
wants to try it?
freaking scared.
Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
It's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
There you go.
I'm very glad you approve.
At least she
I
liked it.
imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking a couple of things, but yeah, like a god straight up telling you, like, you know what, your invention is pretty fucking good, let's go.
Rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual taste. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed.
Ah,
I'll just
see.
have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door to door delivering them.
That is very
Shogun,
generous.
That's too much.
But you're not gonna pay for it?
I just
I'm
wanted to
guessing
try.
the commission is gonna pay
It
for
would be a
it.
shame for them to miss out on dango milk.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that I think that is pretty fucking cool. I just didn't want to interrupt the dialogue straight up. But I think that is pretty fucking cool that she has this approach of the... Ah, okay. Okay, I'll talk to the dude. But like, I think that she has this really cool approach of like, hey, look at me, this is my human form, and people can recognize it, which is something that Venti cannot do, and neither Sean Lee, right? Like Sean Lee even faked his death, right, which is fucking insane. But Venti also didn't do it. Venti tried to be like, hey, look at me, I'm Barbados, right? When he was trying to get like the lyre, and it went like that. That never worked. I think it's cool to be like, hey, you know what? This is my physical presence, and people can go ahead and look at me and interact with me should they want to or should I want to. You know, it's a very different approach and very hands-on, right? Because Sean Lee was like, hey, I hope that nobody recognizes that I'm, you know, Rex Lapis, right? And then Venti was kind of whatever happens, right? Like he didn't give a fuck. And even when he tried to reveal it, he decided not to, right? He did it only once in his story quest, which I thought was pretty freaking cool. But that's about it. So I think that this is dope, 100%. So do you want another cup? Yeah.
I would no. No need.
Oh, come on.
Needlessly indulgent.
It's cool to see like a god also behave this very human-like. It's very similar to what happened in Liyue with Sean Lee, right?
By the way, Miko mentioned
Sean Lee just
she
enjoys
something
every
about
single
the
little
VI
pleasure in
publishing
life,
house to
and
sell
he
some
loves
sort of
Liyue and
light
his people as well.
She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Okay, Yae Publishing House is in the place that Sangonomiya Kokomi keeps saying and talking about. Yeah, Yae Publishing House. Are we gonna see the Shogun and Kokomi interact? Oh my god, dude, please. A is obsessed with this church, just like Saiki, right? This is funny. But no, I don't think Kokomi is around here. Well, apart from my character. If they interact, I'm gonna go insane. I really want them to interact. It would be so cool to see them like become friends. But then again, that's the only thing that Kokomi has done in, in the story. I'm still disappointed at the ending and how Kokomi was nowhere near the resistance. But yes, let's go to Yae Publishing House. Oh, she's not here. Ah.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
No, not for work, dude.
She just wants to browse your books.
Are we gonna treat her to it because... Yeah.
Read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the...
What the fuck type of shit are you selling? 50 Shades of Grey?
Here to try something new.
50 Shades of Away. Yo, let's go.
Over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Yeah, she just wants to have a look.
Okay then. Please proceed.
Exactly, 50 Shades of A. I'll buy that shit, like...
There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
So freaking nervous.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material?
Did you like it?
I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations?
Okay, this is too funny. It kind of reminds me of like when somebody's like, or for example, when I speak nonsense and somebody or myself, I'm like, you know, I know that those are English like, you know, words, but I've never seen them in that type of combination before or in that order before, so that doesn't make any sense. That's what she's saying.
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat Sansetias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary. Yeah, it's whatever the author wants it to be. Oh, so she doesn't understand imagination? That's odd as hell.
So it's...
For a god with no imagination. Or perhaps she doesn't understand the narrative of a person, but yeah.
Reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
That's what's happening.
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
To mother, I guess? No, it's weird. Like, again, it's like, you know, a god should have imagination. She's been away for so long.
How about we choose for
How do you create
We
something
can
with no
pick out
imagination?
novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
Yeah.
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Okay, fine.
This could be a pretty tough job.
Oh shit, we have...
What we're up against.
Ah, okay, we have to pick. A recognition adventure story. I think that's the one that she read and she didn't like. Your bonus rating with limited power. The protagonist is struck by lightning beneath a thunder sakura and wakes up to discover that he has become the raiding shogun. The protagonist is nobody who gets bullied. It's a nobody who gets bullied by everyone. But after becoming the raiding shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence. Oh, okay. And in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story will develop after the protagonist literally becomes the shogun.
Like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the shogun in a bad light.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Are there more Paimons, by the way? What do you mean this Paimon will never do? Okay, can I get another? Daily life romance story. The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. Oh my god. Oh no, no, no. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. It's a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life, featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charms of each character in this story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart.
7 girls, dude, what the hell? I hope she finds happiness. I hope the writer gives her a happy ending. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. A happy ending. Yes, of course. Everybody wants a happy ending, right?
But please let the author have a heart, please.
Okay.
The plot is really gripping.
Oh.
Would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
I think she will, actually. Based on her background. And then a legal martial arts story. Something that John Lee will probably read, right? Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. This book is a martial arts story set in Liyue, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become an humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of a gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of the story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be the reclusive master of one faction or another. Ah, okay. Martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that bad?
Come on, that ain't even that difficult to understand.
Easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
It's all about the journey. Yeah, the protagonist has an admirable will. We can say that, yeah.
So determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
I will read the third one.
Let's try to explain them to A.
Honestly, I would love to read it. Seems cool, pretty fucking cool. The second one I think is the one she's gonna like the most though, but I might be wrong.
looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Oh shit, okay, we have to pick. No, the Shogun story is a bad idea. Let's go with the love story.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device too?
Okay, like what the fuck do I do? Like I'm guessing the third one was better then because it seems like, but it isn't realistic. So the first one was awful. Like there's no way, right? We can check it out in the archive, yeah. But the first one was awful. I just don't see how that goes well. The romance story was just a fantastic choice.
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
I mean, it isn't normal to happen in my experience and an opinion, but yes.
Relationship, so he must choose wisely. But the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict.
And also, yeah, okay.
So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes, that would solve it.
That's not how it works, dude.
The most boring love story ever.
Love. Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh?
So this type of novels are the ones that Kokomi loves, huh?
From these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma.
She seems worried
When I decided
though.
to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House, and certainly no stories of this kind.
But that's not a bad
With
thing.
my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
It's human nature to seek change, yeah. Change is inevitable. I cannot read. Inevitable.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia.
Okay.
But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas.
But at the same time, to me it feels like such an overreaction over a book, right? I mean, she's been away from so many years that I understand, but...
Be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better.
You can be whoever you want to
for
be, but
inviting me
yeah,
out.
let people change.
This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
We're just out here to have some fun, yeah.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've
Okay.
seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time.
I'm laughing already because of the option that we have right now. Oh man, this is so cool. Yeah, take a picture.
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely
Okay, did we get it? You're
no sense to
old.
me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, that's cool. That's cool as hell. Hell yeah. Oh, I'll check it after I'm done with the quest. Yeah, you're right. I should.
What are
Thank
we
you for reminding me.
supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay. So what exactly is striking a
I knew
pose?
it. I knew that, yeah. The photo is a visual representation. No, I haven't. I'm gonna check it out as soon as possible. I usually don't check Discord when I'm on stream.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
Yeah, if you think
How
about
should
it,
I
photos are
pose?
pretty embarrassing.
Help me out
But just
here.
don't think about it.
It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Graceful and dignified. Relaxed and casual would be fantastic, but I think that the one that fits her the most is like graceful and dignified. Yeah, I don't like being forced to smile. And if it happens naturally, it happens naturally. I've had photo sessions before, and it's super cool when you're just talking to the photographer because you happen to know them, or perhaps they're new to you, but you know, you get along. And you know, you smile to the conversation, and it's just perfect. The photos are perfect. But when you're forced to smile, that's just weird. I don't like it. Yo, let's go. Congratulations on completing the event. I need to try that. But yes, it's getting late though, but yes. I think the one that fits her the most is graceful and dignified. It's turned on serious note, that's not what we want.
Okay, I'll try that.
Oh, we can try another one. Try another one.
Well, I'll leave the decision to you.
Is turned on
This
serious?
doesn't feel very me.
No,
this
try
okay?
another one. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't feel
Alright.
like you.
Well, I'll leave the decision to you.
What is relaxed and casual?
How about this?
Nah,
This
you know
feels quite
what?
natural.
The one that goes
Well,
very well
I'll
with
leave the
her is
decision to you.
graceful and dignified.
Okay, I'll try that.
This is perfect. That, like, she owns it, dude. There you go. She's a girl boss. This is perfect.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
Okay, if I get to take a picture, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes. Start taking picture. Oh, okay. We can indeed take the picture that we want. Hell yeah. Yo, these are fire. Oh, have a nice dinner, Toadette. Thank you for joining. Oh, I could have taken... Okay, I'm gonna take much more. Like, you know that I'm gonna... Oh, no, how was it that I could just leave this... Ah, okay. Yeah, have a good dinner. Oh, man, I wanted to continue. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Stay there. Ah, okay. Hi, character. How was it? And also... Okay. Let me see. I mean, there's only one that we can probably take, but hold on. Girl boss. And then... Why am I having such a great time just taking pictures, dude? Okay, fine. Let's go.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you!
But it would have been cool to take a picture with her,
This
not of
is
her.
astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
This is a record.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the
Bye-bye.
ceremony in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me?
It is you,
And if
but
it's not
oh my
me,
god.
Then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
You mean?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Tyler.
It's a little bit like you and the Shogun, yeah.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence is in singular, huh?
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
That's a way to look
So
at it,
even
yeah.
I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Human beings will always be human, and no, you cannot ask any of that.
Everything
People
I've
will
encountered
change
on this journey
all the
with you
time.
has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
That is a perfect conclusion, straight up.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And
Well,
that
kinda.
means that we've
It
done
took her a
pretty
while,
great
but you know,
job
there you go.
besides.
Master Kamaji!
It's difficult to
Master
be so
Kamaji!
freaking, like, you know,
So noisy down there.
fixated on keeping things in change, right?
What's the matter?
Like, it must be hard.
Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Okay, let's go.
Let's move out.
Are you the... Yeah, you're the one. Okay.
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The Almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji?
Not
I'm
really.
very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried.
I'm guessing we're gonna get a
In
trial
fairness,
here
he
of
does have a
her.
habit of taking
Perhaps
long
we're gonna
walks
have
around
to
that
go on a
room.
rescue mission or something like
It's
that. I don't
perfectly
know.
possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time.
Yeah,
For some
something
reason,
happened.
Today, I'm particularly nervous.
Okay, that's perfect.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment.
Yeah, let's
and
go.
Master Masahito
It makes
is rarely
sense.
home,
Makes a lot of
Master
sense.
Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty.
But
The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power.
most
to continue
importantly, we get to
negotiations
play
is
as
declining.
Raiden, so let's
But you,
go.
You
Well,
have
that's
to issue
A,
verdict
I
on the
guess.
Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Yeah.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups.
The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. He really hasn't returned yet.
Yeah, maybe something happened. Let's go.
I thought of that possibility too.
We can check it out.
No need.
Come on now.
You're just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations.
I feel like A is like
It's only come about because I failed to make a timely
awesome.
decision.
Yeah.
This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Thank you.
I feel like A is so much chill right now, huh? She seems like really cool, calm and collected. She doesn't understand a lot of things, but she seems like honestly nice to be around, right? Unlike, you know, when we were dealing with the Raiden Shogun at the start of the Inazuma. And again, it feels like a really nice arc to have. But like, I can understand her change of mind and all the things that she's going through. It mustn't be easy to be like, hey, you know what? Like this thing, this town that you met like so many years ago, now it's not the same. Especially when you're fixated on everything staying the same all the time. Okay, we're going in with Hutao, well, our main theme essentially, but we'll be playing as the Shogun as soon as we get the opportunity. I remember trying her out when I was just starting the game. I legit started the game when she released. She was really fun. But I'm gonna have a lot of fun checking out the character as well. And also, yeah, it's the archive. Okay, in the archive we can check out what Toilet said. This is the secret outpost. Hello. Yes, I started because we'll be fine with the Shogun anyway here. If we do get to try her out, I hope that I'm right. If not, it'll take a while, but it'll be fine.
Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Maybe to evade detection.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Okay, let's go at it then.
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Yes, okay, let's go. Hello.
There is no escape.
Oh man, she's so much fun to use. Like legit, nobody has a chance. Oh my god, dude. Okay, and we have more enemies. Let's go. Hello.
Something is not right.
Yeah, for them, dude. Call an ambulance, but not for me. And actually, we can do something like this, perhaps. And then like this. Oh man, hell yeah. But then we can use Hutao if we want to, and then... Okay, Hutao is also really nice, but let's go for Shogun. Okay, fantastic. Oh, hello, guys. Yeah, give me a second. And then Kokomi. Shogun. Oh yeah, the RT for Kokomi is just great. Kokomi and Shogun is a nice combination to have. We have a chest. It's the common one, but still nice to have loot. Then what else? Oh. Anything else? No? Okay. Hey, buddy. You're kind of dead right now. Genfei? Yeah, they could. Yeah. You're right. The Kokomi. I'm guessing the yellowfish is what you mean, right? Kokomi yellowfish and then the ult. Or you mean the ultimate for Kokomi? Hold on. We have to wait for a couple of seconds, but we got it. Okay, these guys are dead. Come on, come close. Yeah. Okay, that was super awesome. I wish I had Raiden now. Okay, the animal hypostasis simulation plus the electro effect plus the Kokomi ultimate is just really good. Okay, but now we go back. Dude, that scene, the way he died, that was fucking brutal. But also really cool. Okay, they're giving us like a lot of enemies, but that's fantastic. Okay. Go. Nope. Okay. Challenge completed just like that. I knew that we were gonna be fine. You know, if we test out Shogun, we were always gonna be fine. Any chests? Yes. Teachings of Light as well. That is great. And then I'm guessing perhaps here there's also a little bit more. Okay, fine. Whatever. Anybody else that wants to fight? I'm down. I'm not going the right way, by the way. I say that I'm down to fight as I go the other way. Okay, hello. Hello, buddy. How you doing?
There is no escape. Enhanced animal module 75. Fire, can't fight fire.
Go. Do not fall. Hello, welcome back. 450. Yeah, you know, again, she's not built yet. But come on. Use Hutao, E, and then her ult. Okay. Hold on. Do keep in mind that she's kinda weak right now because we just got her, right? Yeah, okay, we're very close to dying, so no. Bad idea right now. Just give me a second. We'll be fine once we ascend her further. And also the weapon sucks. We have a Trista right now. Okay. Kokomi. Ultimate, actually. For now. Careful. Okay, all I wanted was to heal because we're gonna come through and do this and then do this. I love the Kokomi Shogun combo. It's so freaking good. I wish I had both. Yeah. Okay, we got everything. I believe. Something here, maybe? No, okay. Unless I'm blind, which is likely. There's more! They might as well heal. No! No! Okay, fine, we'll go down. Come on, let me go up. Okay, thank you. Go. Are we gonna activate a cutscene probably? Oh no. Oh yes, yes, yes. That's fine.
Almighty Shogun! Shogun, what are you?
Yeah, I understand that we want to keep her on low health. Because yeah, we want to do her you know, the max damage as possible in her, but yes.
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan, your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the
Damn.
inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made.
Mihoyo knows the Rango
After
so
all,
well, dude.
I am the
Like,
one
what the
who
hell?
appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
What?
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how
Do
to
it,
wield a
coward.
blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well,
never mind. What about one of you then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner.
But what happens? Is this like a duel for death?
Does not a
That'll be
single
interesting.
person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan.
Yeah, I don't think so either. This is why I feel like I will take the opportunity. Just to prove that I have the braveness. It's easier said than done, but yeah.
I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well
Ooh,
the
really
mistakes
cool
of my
graphic
father made
build
to spell the
right
end of the
behind
Kujo
him.
clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even
A
when I
duel
was
for the new
executing
toilet
Vision Hunt
washer.
decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions.
Toilet washer
I knew
7
I was
steps up to
doing
be the
this wrong,
toilet washer.
But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment.
Yeah, that's
for my
honorable.
deeds.
That's fair.
I can't even say that I failed to prevent it. Because in order to
Tetris duel
fail,
to death right now.
I have to have at least
I don't know
tried.
what's up with me and duels to
To be
death, but
brutally
yes,
honest,
that's what I
someone
want.
of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes.
You're like top 69 in
I'm
Australia,
too
by the
weak.
way, so that's scary.
My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform.
Okay,
Just as the
fine.
Shogun said a
You do
forefather
look.
of mine
It's
once
hard to
stood his
pay
way with his
attention
sword.
sometimes to someone who looks like an
Please let
NPC.
me, Kujo
Um,
Kamaji, end the
this would
story
be
of the
like
Kujo clan
way
the same way
more
that it began.
interesting if it was
This is my
Kujo Sara.
last chance to do something.
Like so freaking
This
cool
is
if it was
utterly
Sarah.
meaningless. But I accept. Come forward.
Holy. For real? Just put that to that at the end of every sentence you say, yeah.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Okay, fine, he's cool. Jesus, but she's cooler. He has courage. It cannot be denied, dude. They try to show like a little bit of blood even. And he knows how to handle a sword. Like, let's go. Okay, that bitch is dead. Yeah. No, he'll be fine, I'm sure. Holy cow. He got beat. If he goes after his horse, then I can respect it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Come on, my dude. You don't have this and you're probably dead if you continue, but come on.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him.
Okay, you know what? I can respect the dude way more. Again, like way more interesting designs and the characters that are gonna be interesting. Will be fun to have. But yeah, the lore about the Kujo clan is quite good. Again, if I was to do this, Sarah would have been the one that I chose to challenge the Shogun. That would have been great. I like Sarah a lot, especially ever since I finished the Icon Quest. But yeah, or somebody else from the Kujo clan that could have been playable or something like that. Either way, like, you know, the dude has a lot of bows. Like, it cannot be denied, right? Yes. Yeah, my game has frozen. No! Did I... Yep.
You may not have the
Okay,
courage
back.
to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Okay, I surrender.
Kujo clan is no longer fit it
Toma
to show
wins.
the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being.
She's merciful at this. Again, I like the A a lot. She's not in the top tier for me yet when it comes to likeliness, but she's really cool.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Yay! A chest. Ayaka moment. Yeah, what happened with Ayaka, by the way? It would be great to see her again in the story. But yes. Shogun. Oh my gosh, she looks so cool. Shogun so far, really cool. Have to admit it. Or A. So far, really cool.
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Or rightfully so.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
Maybe that's what he was expecting.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes.
Decapitated just like that.
Undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased.
Okay, I rate that because yeah.
Still,
the Kujo clan was crazy. When we confronted them with Sarah, that was insane. That was insanity.
Who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She isn't
alright.
doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Will you rule in Azuma directly? Yeah. Fireplace gotta go brrr.
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Okay.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryou Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy
What about the
Shogun.
storm, though?
All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time we'll bring you some souvenirs. I think she'll like the search way more.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life.
Aww.
Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now.
You
My
do
period
need
of
it though.
solitude will now continue.
But fine.
But it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Yeah, exactly. It would be really fun to go ahead and see the an act 2.
Was pretty unexpected. Things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the pass permit to Yaimiko.
Okay, so far so good. Let's go. Oh. Hello. Ah, yeah, we have to go all the way back. Hey, my dude. Or my girl.
We're back! We had a great trip!
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
That is a great
What a
comparison,
shame
huh?
I didn't get to see it for myself.
Only you were there to say that. Yeah, you and the Shogun actually you do enjoy dissing each other a lot.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
Yo!
So, from what you were
That little
saying,
blink.
It seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, Miku is
That's the
cool.
most
I
important
only
outcome
don't
of
like
this
that she
trip.
gave up the noses, but
To
everything
be
about
honest,
her
I
seems
wasn't
really cool.
expecting you'd make such great
Yeah,
progress
Miku,
when I
playable
met you at
character
the
when,
past
dude?
permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
The human heart? We can be edgy.
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like
Nah,
you
it
had a
was
very
probably the
pleasant
Heavenly
trip,
Principles,
and
but
even
yeah.
had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again.
Hmm.
She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact,
Yeah,
treat
makes
quite
a lot of
warmly.
sense.
What? But she said she doesn't need
Of course she
company.
said it, she's prideful.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Alright. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That was super fun to have. I enjoyed that quite a lot. Okay, give me a second. Because I saw the Primus, but I kinda wanna summon, but I don't think it's wise. Perhaps it is, I don't know. I was checking out something. No, I haven't done the archive. I don't know if it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna summon just one time. There's nothing to get a 3-star anyway. It'll be probably for pity. Yeah, you know what? We got a 3-star. You know, I doubted it. I thought about it for a second as well. It didn't get anything good. It's fine. We got hooked out to that tonight, so I think that's dope. I know I haven't gone there yet. Magical as hell. Let's do that. Yes. Where do I go? Travel log? Inazuma. Ah. Yo! Amber, Kaya, Lisa, Razor, Dilla, Klee, Jean, Benti, Mona, Xiangling, Xinxiu, Tartaglia, Yoimiya, Ayaka! And now the Shogun. Oh man, I love these two. Revisiting this type of quest, Yoimiya and Ayaka have to be like my favorite things in the game. Okay, this is the photo. Let's see. I've never done this before. Okay, let's see. Ah, okay, yeah, publishing house. Uh-huh. No, this is not it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, okay. Now the lobs. No.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice.
Okay, this is for the martial arts. I thought that we were gonna get a cutscene.
Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
Just like that.
He doesn't seem interested in the support.
Sometimes Nihoyo doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all either.
Light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
Okay, and then there you go. She repeats that. Let me see what happens if I pick the Shogun one.
Hey, Paimon thought we agreed not to bring that one up.
Oh god.
It's okay. I find it quite interesting. I didn't realize that this was how ordinary people viewed the Shogun. She would never use the Muso no Hitotachi as frivolously as she does in the pages of this book. Nor did she ever use it as a means of venting emotions. In reality,
Muso no
the reason for
Hitotachi.
drawing her blade determines the martial form to use and the degree of power with which to imbue it. Since there is such a great deal of difference between the story and the reality, I don't feel offended at all. On the contrary, I find the author's powers of imagination quite admirable.
Oh wow.
That said, I hear that Yae Publishing House's novels are all reviewed by Miko herself. Which means that the content of this book must have been approved by her. In fact, no.
Oh
It
no.
may even have been her idea in the first place.
That is so funny.
So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's...
Okay, enough. Okay, you know what? That's cool. That is very, very cool. Oh man, and also seeing all the quests that we have completed is also freaking cool. Amber, Kaya, Lisa. It takes me way back. Yeah. Doing a little trolling, hell yeah. It seems completely in character with her. Like that's the funny part also to me. But yes, okay, alright. It was fun to complete that. Okay, we sent Kokomi to the fishes. Although she's a fish. No, I'm kidding. But yes, let me go into the quest. Do this and okay, we cannot. Tomorrow we'll be doing commissions and get another key. I guess we can do Kokomi then, if we want to. If not, we can save them for hangouts or so on. We'll figure something out. We should probably do the event and Dragon Spine as well. But for now though, this is gonna be the end. Thank you for watching. And sorry for the stutter, but thank you for watching.